Super Tuesday is March 6th, and some of Waltham's polling stations have been affected. It's the result of a process called redistricting, in which city and state officials work to reconfigure ward and precinct boundaries with population figures from the 2010 census.
They have to be broken down fairly so that you do not take any center of interest away from the people.
Although there have been changes across the map, the majority are within individual wards and precincts. In these maps, the green represents boundaries made with 2000 census figures and the red represents recent shifts. Notice how this corner of Ward 6 Precinct 2 is now part of Ward 6 Precinct 1. Politically, Curtin noted only a handful of significant shifts.
With Councillor Turallo and Councillor Darcy representing Wards 2 and 3, they both had large changes. Those changes were, of course, caused by the developments in their wards. Ward 3 ends up with a good chunk of what had previously been Ward 2 in the Hardy Pond area. So that'll be a big change for those folks as well. They'll be represented by a new councillor, Councillor Darcy.
Overall, the shifts reflect some population growth in North Waltham and declines on the south side. Some of the changes will require voters to cast their ballots in a new location.
And now all of a sudden you show up on election day and they tell you, no, you're in the wrong place. That's not going to help. It's going to discourage you from voting.
To avoid confusion, the city clerk's office has sent out cards to notify active voters of the changes. Voters can also find their most up-to-date polling station in the upper left-hand corner of the most recent city census form. If you have any questions about your ward, contact the city clerk's office at 781-314-3120. For Waltham Newswatch, this is Chris Wangler.